What is up, guys? Orbital-Pilot back here once again in the world of Warthunder, and this time taking on this guy in the Griffon Spitfire. Now this is the premium one you can buy with the 4 7.7s and the 2 Hispanos. So I know this is technically my 100th video, but I will be doing a 100th video special where I do play with subscribers, but that is going to have to wait until probably next weekend when, you know, school is open. So let's jump right into the gameplay. So after climbing to about 5,500 meters, BF-109 tries to pull up on me. Not a good idea when fighting something like a Griffon Spit. And the only bad thing about this is that I did have my conversion set to 800 meters, so I did have to aim a little bit weird. But the 2 Hispanos make short work of just about anything that they touch. Blow the elevators off of the BF-109, he will be going down in a couple of seconds. So, the Griffon engine, which is what's in this, is probably my favorite engine in the entire game, for props at least. I like it more than the F8F's engine, I like it more than the Focke-Wulf 190s, or the D13's engine. It is my favorite engine in the game. Now, this is for a couple reasons. A, this plane's acceleration is just absolutely insane. It's one of the fastest accelerating props in the game. Its energy retention is amazing, and the torque is quite straight on, so there's no pooling of the plane. You don't really have to worry about that. So, this is actually a different kind of Griffon Spit. Like I said, this is a Mark. Well, actually, I forget it's a Mark XIV. So it's not the high Mark 22s, the 24s that you're used to, and so you still get the maneuverability of the early Spitfires like the Mark 9 and stuff, but with the power of the Griffon engine. Now, there's benefits and bad things about that. First of all, you do get the maneuverability, which is always favorable. Now, don't get me wrong, it's not going to maneuver like the Mark 9. But you also get the power of the Griffon engine. You're not going to be able to dive as well as the Mark 24 or Mark 22, but, I mean, it is a Spitfire. So this is kind of like the jack of all trades Spitfire. It can kind of do everything, but it's not going to beat a Focke-Wulf in a dive. It's not going to beat a Mark 9 Spitfire in a turn fight. It's just never going to do those things. So, tips for flying this plane. This plane has a actual climb rate of, I believe, 24.3 meters per second. So this is one of the best climbing planes in the game. Use that to your advantage. Climb up to 6,000 meters. It's going to be very, very fast. And once you get up there, you're going to be pretty much undefeatable. Now, I want you to take a look at this. That BF-109 is probably around 7,000 meters. He's just now getting up there. I've already taken down an enemy, flown back down, and now I am using the Griffon's horsepower to get back up to his altitude without sacrificing anything. I do want to congratulate my team, though. This is one of the best British-American teams I have seen in a very long time. Look at the amount of Spitfires up here, whether it be American or British Spits. Honestly, this was a great team. Look at how many planes are going after this BF-109. They're all focused on the most important target, the most dangerous target, which is right now that BF-109, and he is being chased down all the way to the deck. So, very, very good team, eliminating the most dangerous target, which is something that you don't see a lot of. So, the German team in this game actually got pushed way down. The British just absolutely got up there, shot the important people down, and forced the rest down low. So now, it's kind of just a waiting game. So like I was saying, you're not going to get the dive rate of the Mark 22 or Mark 24 Spitfires, so I wouldn't really turn, actually, I wouldn't, do not turn past 400 miles an hour. You will rip your wings. Now turn off your engines. I'm going at a pretty steep dive. I'm holding around 480, close to 500 miles an hour. Now, the reason I turn off the engine is that the Griffon engine, in fact, is so powerful that it would easily pull me above 500 miles an hour in this case and just destroy my wings. Now, originally I was going to go for this Doe 217, but there's 3 people on it already, and I really want that last kill. So I'm going to go chase this Doe 217. Now you can see I do turn my throttle back up. That's just to level out and maintain some speed. Uh, Now, don't get me wrong, the maneuverability doesn't really go down with Spitfires, which I believe is why it's so hard or so easy to actually rip your wings, because they're still highly maneuverable at those high speeds. So chasing down the Doe 217, you'll notice something about the Griffon Spit. Those two Hispanos. I know I talk a lot about Hispanos, but they are my favorite gun in the game. They just do incredible amounts of work. Now, I felt bad for this guy because he has, look at that lineup. He could have got 6-7 tank kills right here, but for some reason he seems to miss all of them. He's a couple feet off, and it just absolutely wrecks his score. So not a wise idea for this guy to turn into me, take a couple shots on him, and tear his wing off. So that's 2 kills for the game, and this was my first match out in the Griffon Spit in probably 4 months. I haven't flown a lot of British, and when I do fly the British, it's normally jets, not normally props. So the first game in 4 months, I was able to get 2 kills just incredibly easy. This plane will outperform pretty much every other prop in terms of that initial acceleration, probably even beating out the Bearcat. It turns better than all of them, except for the Bearcat in certain actual turning maneuvers. It's a really, really well-rounded plane. So if you're looking for a actual premium in the British line, go for one of these. Now, I recommend getting the one with the 250 cals instead of the 4 7.7s, just because 50 cals will always do more damage than 7.7s. And 7.7s at this tier don't really do anything. So if you guys want, this plane is fairly expensive, but I'm not sure the price of the new ones, because when I bought this one, those ones didn't exist. So I highly recommend this premium, guys. If you like what you saw, let me know in the comments down below, and I will see you guys next time.